My friend, there comes a moment in every person's life when heaven leans close and whispers something your heart has been waiting years to hear. You've prayed, you've waited, you've cried some nights alone asking, Lord, who is meant for me? You've questioned why others find love so easily while your path has been delayed. But today I want to tell you, heaven has not forgotten your name. The angels have been watching, guiding, and preparing someone whose soul has been shaped just for yours. You see, love isn't luck. It's divine timing. It's a covenant that heaven ordains. And when the right moment comes, it won't just be a relationship, it will be a revelation. The Spirit of God is about to unveil who your destined partner is, and there are signs, clear and unmistakable signs, that the angels are already revealing. So open your heart, open your ears, and let these words speak to your spirit. Because what I'm about to share could be the confirmation you've been praying for. Before you ever saw their face, before you ever spoke their name, heaven had already decided who your soul would be joined with. The one you are meant to marry isn't chosen by chance or emotion alone. It is chosen by divine design. When you came into this world, God already knew who would walk beside you, pray with you, and grow with you through every season of life. The angels have been working quietly, aligning steps and shaping hearts, preparing both of you for that sacred encounter. Nothing about your journey has been random. Every delay, every heartbreak, and every moment of loneliness has been part of the preparation for something greater. You are not waiting for love to find you. Love is waiting for you to be ready. Sometimes we think that the timing of life is against us. We look around and see others celebrating engagements, weddings, families, while we are still wondering when our own story will begin. But the truth is, God's timing cannot be rushed. The one He has chosen for you is being molded just like you are. Their spirit is being refined, their faith is being tested, their path is being corrected so that when you finally meet, both of you will be complete, not perfect, but prepared. The waiting is not punishment, it is protection. Heaven refuses to give you something before the right time, because premature blessings can become painful burdens. You see, when heaven writes your love story, it doesn't begin with romance, it begins with purpose. God does not simply bring two hearts together for happiness. He brings them together for destiny. Your marriage is not just about affection, it's about assignment. That's why certain relationships in your past could never last. They were not part of the divine blueprint. They may have been pleasant for a moment, but they could not walk with you into your future. The angels had to intervene even when it hurt and close doors you tried to keep open, because the one who is truly yours will not just love your smile, they will love your calling. They will see the anointing on your life and guard it like a treasure. Before you ever recognize them, heaven is already shaping the both of you through separate experiences that will one day connect like puzzle pieces. You might not realize it now, but every trial, every disappointment, every tear is softening your heart so you can love deeply, purely, and without fear. The person God has chosen for you is also being refined in fire. They, too, have cried out for clarity, asking God where you are, wondering why the wait has been so long. What you both don't see is that the angels are weaving your paths together in perfect synchronization. Even the smallest choices, where you work, where you travel, the people you meet are being orchestrated by unseen hands to lead you closer to that divine moment of meeting. Heaven's preparation often looks like stillness on the surface. You might think nothing is happening, but in the spirit realm, everything is moving. The right connections are being formed, the wrong influences are being removed, and your heart is being aligned with God's plan. The angels know exactly when to introduce you. It will not be too early and never too late. When the appointed hour arrives, it will happen naturally, effortlessly, and beautifully. You won't have to chase or force it. There will be a peace that passes understanding, and you will know this is the one written in the pages of eternity for you. Sometimes you may feel weary waiting for a love that seems invisible. But don't forget, what is hidden is often what is holy. God hides what is precious until the right moment. The one meant for you is not lost, they are being preserved. Heaven doesn't rush masterpieces. The angels are still perfecting the details, ensuring that when your two lives finally meet, nothing will be missing and nothing will be broken. The connection will make sense in a way no past relationship ever did. You'll look back and realize why it couldn't have been anyone else. Every person you thought you wanted, every path that seemed right but ended wrong, was actually guiding you closer to the one heaven ordained. There will come a day when everything suddenly aligns. The prayers you prayed in private will meet their answer in person. The loneliness you carried will be exchanged for partnership. The tears you cried will turn into joy. You will see that heaven had been listening all along. God never forgot your heart's desire. He was simply perfecting it. Your love story is already written, signed with divine purpose, sealed with eternal promise, and waiting for its appointed time to unfold. Long before your eyes meet the one meant for you, your spirit begins to sense their presence. There is a mysterious stirring that you can't explain, a quiet awareness that something or someone is drawing near. You may start hearing a certain name, often seeing initials that stand out, or having dreams about a person you've never met. These are not coincidences. They are gentle messages from the angels, preparing your heart for what heaven has already ordained. When God plans to bring two souls together, He often allows their spirits to recognize each other before their minds do. The connection begins in the unseen realm, where divine purpose always starts. The world may call it intuition or luck, but those who walk by faith know it as revelation. It's heaven's way of giving you a glimpse of what's to come. You might wake up with a name echoing in your heart, or find yourself crossing paths with that same name in unexpected ways, on billboards, in songs, in conversations, even in random moments of silence. The repetition isn't to confuse you, it's to awaken you. The Spirit is teaching your soul to recognize what is already written in your destiny. When the moment of meeting comes, it won't feel foreign or forced. It will feel like remembering something you've always known. This is why it's so important to stay sensitive to the quiet whispers of God. The angels often speak in signs, symbols, and subtle nudges, not loud announcements. If your heart is crowded with noise, you might miss the gentle clues they are sending. The name that keeps returning to your thoughts, the unusual sense of peace that surrounds a certain memory, the warmth that fills your chest when you think of a person or a dream. All of it may be a sign that heaven is speaking. Don't rush to define it. Simply receive it with faith. The same God who begins to reveal will confirm it in His time. There are moments when you will question whether what you are feeling is real. You'll wonder if you are imagining things, if the name or vision means anything at all. But God does not play games with your heart. When He begins to reveal, He does so with purpose. Every whisper has meaning. Sometimes He allows you to sense the person's spirit because prayer is required before meeting them. The angels may nudge you to intercede for them, to stand in faith for their protection, their healing, or their preparation. Without even realizing it, your soul becomes a covering for theirs. Long before two people meet, love often begins in prayer. When heaven is orchestrating a divine connection, the signs will multiply. As the time draws near, You might encounter people with the same name or initials as the one meant for you. You may feel a pull toward a certain place or an unexplainable desire to make a change in your life that positions you closer to where destiny will unfold. These aren't random coincidences. They are coordinates in the divine map that leads you to your appointed encounter. The same angels who guided Abraham's servant to Rebekah are still guiding hearts today. The same God who united Ruth and Boaz through perfect timing is still arranging meetings that only heaven could plan. It's not always about hearing an audible name or seeing a literal sign. Sometimes the revelation comes through peace. You meet someone and something deep within you whispers, "Pay attention." It's not infatuation, it's recognition. It feels like home. It feels like the missing part of your soul just stepped into the room. You can't explain why, but your spirit knows. That knowing is the voice of heaven. It's the echo of divine alignment calling you toward your promise. In moments like these, don't let fear drown out faith. The enemy often tries to confuse what heaven reveals, to make you doubt your discernment. But the truth is simple. What comes from God will never bring anxiety or obsession. It will bring calm assurance. The angels are not sent to create chaos, but to bring clarity. If what you feel draws you closer to God, deepens your peace, and aligns with righteousness, then it is a holy signal, not a human fantasy. So when you begin to sense that spiritual pull, don't resist it. Sit quietly with God and ask Him to confirm it. The revelation will always be followed by peace and timing. You will never have to chase the signs. They will flow naturally. Heaven does not reveal to tease. It reveals to prepare. And when that preparation is complete, what you once only sensed in the Spirit will suddenly appear before your eyes, exactly as heaven promised. Before the right person arrives in your life, heaven begins to remove what no longer belongs. It can be a confusing and painful process because you often don't realize what God is doing while it's happening. People you thought would always be in your life begin to fade away. Relationships you invested in suddenly lose their spark. Conversations that once excited you now feel empty. But this isn't rejection, it's redirection. The angels are clearing space in your heart for something greater, something permanent, something divine. God cannot pour new wine into old wineskins, and He will not send His chosen one into a heart still occupied by distractions and counterfeits. At times it feels